Hello guys, good evening. I hope you cannot hear me. Sorry, I don't know what's up with my my camera right now. It's not loading, but I feel you really don't need to see my face, I feel. But if you need to, I probably the next live I'm going to probably get that fixed, but I don't want to waste too much time. That's why I just want us to go in deep. I hope you cannot hear me, please. I made a poll. Please respond to the poll. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's 100% clear. That's cool. So let's quickly go to what I want to talk about today. So today we're going to be talking about the market structure, what we have in the market. I already made prediction the past month about what you should expect from the crypto market. And right now it's actually playing according to prediction I've recently. Even though I know we have some trap trade. Even I myself have some trade I'm actually trapped in. Just few trades, I say like that. But I think we actually should talk about what we should expect from the future for those that make mistake and not catching out early. So this what you're seeing in front of me right now. What you're seeing right now on the screen is the Bitcoin chart, Bitcoin per USD chart on Bitstamp, and this is the monthly charts. Yeah, and you can see from the monthly chart, this is one of the past analysis I did of Bitcoin where I said because of this we're going to have a downtrend. That was in April, ending of April, that we're going to have a downtrend, and you can see that since then we actually have this evening star on Bitcoin month of April, and I think we had the same thing on Ethereum. And if you check the prediction I made on Ethereum, it has been downward as predicted. ETH. Let me check ETH Binance. So yeah, this is it again. You can see the same evening star formation on Ethereum, and since then we have a downtrend. So for those that short the market actually would have made very huge profits. As for those that are able to short, always be stamp. Okay, BTC USD. Okay, good. So back to Bitcoin. Yeah, back to Bitcoin, and everybody is actually looking at what's happening in the market. And people are actually worried about what's going on. So let me go to the daily charts here. There's the daily charts, see projections. This is actually quite interesting. There's a chart, yeah. So I think I'm going to delete all these lines and let's start again from what we have. This was previous projection and actually came into play, which is really, really nice. Like I always say, drawing patterns is something, but making it going chart going according to your pattern is another thing. Yeah. And you can currently what we have on the chart right now is Bitcoin as support. So for those on the Telegram channel, my that's Crypto Smart Analyst. For those, I'm going to drop the link in the comment on the description section so you can actually have access to it if you're just joining us, if you're just going to join the community. Well, for those on the Telegram channel, I did drop a link that I did drop a comment. That was a few days ago. That was yesterday, actually. Yeah, a few days ago. Yesterday, that there's going to be a bounce on Bitcoin because we're already at support, and those on my paid channel also got that information, and that was when I think overnight Bitcoin dumped, which was this candle, these two candles. Yeah, said because we are actually at support right now, which is what we have. Right, if you look at why I call this support, oh, this line, we have a support here. We have one here. Come on, let me make it an arrow. Right, we have one here. We have, let me change the color so it can be more obvious. We have one here. We have another one here. We have another bounce. These are the bounces. We have one there. This is a partial one. This is a partial bounce. Then we have another one here. This is the current one we have right now, which is this bounce. We have one, two, okay, I think we have more than that. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bounce of 6 bounces from the support, which is actually the 29k, between the 29k range. Yep, that's this range. Okay, we had the support around this range, all true. That's the 30k to 29, 28k range. So we're having a bounce right now, and I think what the green candle we have here is one based on technicals. Let's say we have a support, and two based on the B World conference that was held today. I think that was around 7 o'clock West African time, Nigerian time, and it is 7 or 8 o'clock Nigerian time, like that. And that gives us the potential of like, okay, Elon Musk is talking and Jack Dorsey is talking, and there's a potential of a pump during this day. I think that is why we actually add this green candle. And also looking at the extremes, we look at our RSI. Let's check some indicators we can have access to. RSI. Look at the RSI right now. It should indicate. Oh, I'm coming. I have more of some indicators to close up. There's some indicators I use for my pro. It was only my subscriber that can have access to those ones. Anyway, so if you want to have access to some of the indicators I use for predicting price direction, you can probably subscribe. Yeah. So we have what is it? Okay, this RSI strategy. That was a bounce. I'm coming. I didn't select the right one. Oh boy. Yeah, sorry, this is the one I want to select. Okay, yeah. So we had the RSI. If you can see what happened here, we had this is the RSI strategy. And why did it indicate a bounce in an upward arrow here? Because we have an oversold. And currently our RSI on the daily is not yet oversold. If you look at what we had, it actually not yet oversold. But we try to draw trend lines, right? We try to draw trend lines on these. I think I posted something like this on the Telegram channel as well. So we have the same support we have here that actually at the bounce gives us on the RSI give us more like a downward trend. We actually there's a potential you can realize that what we have in here is a reduction in momentum of the bulls. So from here, since 8th of January, the bulls are like, yeah, potential strength is actually reducing, is reducing. I can see what happened. We have a bounce. We had a bounce coming. Where is it? Yeah, we had a bounce there. We had here. Let me expand the other side actually. We had a bounce there. That's 2. We have 3. We had 4. And we have 5, 6, 7, about, yeah, this range. Then I think when we had this range, I posted on the Telegram channel that there's a possibility of a bounce and like either a breakout or a rejection. And when it hits this region, that was on the 12th of July, it got rejected. And you can see right now, we are actually back at that resistance again. So we have another resistance here. And we look at the price action towards this resistance, it is actually still holding. You can see if you draw the same trend line on, let me draw the trend line here. Yeah, potentially still holding. We're potentially still holding this line, right? There's a rejection, and this rejection is still holding. Now, this is where I actually can make my predictions. So I'll say, if this, because like I said, if your RSI is below, you can see right now, this current RSI is at 44.36. Whenever, as long as your RSI is below 50, that's an indication that the market is bearish. Actually, it's a bearish indication. As long as below 50, it's bearish, and when it crosses above 50, it's a bullish sign. Okay, and when it goes above 70, that is, it is tending towards overbought, and when it goes towards 100, that is like overbought to the extreme. And overbought to the extreme indicates that there's a possibility of a reversal, and that has actually played out. So as long as we're actually below 50, the bears are still in control, it's still bearish. And right now, if we looking at the trend line we have on our RSI right now, we have not had a breakout yet. It's possible we have a breakout. If we have a breakout and it holds, so my projection is going to be, if Bitcoin actually breaks out above this trend line, that's above the 32, about the 32K region, and holds above 33K region, then there's a possibility of uptrend. And the possibility of an uptrend can, in the short term, can actually test around 36. So the range is going to be around, let me just draw this one down. The range is going to be around 36. The next target is going to be around 41. Yeah, before we can actually start talking about our previous resistance, our previous support becoming resistance, which is going to be around here. Okay, let's say I average it around here. So if Bitcoin breaks above this region, above the 32K region, and let's say hold above the 32K region at 33K, then I can say we're actually bullish. That is if it is not invalidated by doji, or invalidated by an inverted armor, or inverted, those are, if you're those in my class, you'll have understand what those means, because there's a chart, there's a PDF I gave, even on the free channel, on the free group, where I give how to study candlesticks. Okay, so if you understand candlesticks, you actually be able to apply them easily here. Okay, so if Bitcoin is actually holding, if it holds and breaks above the 32 to 33K region, then we might actually be bullish for a time. If not, then I'll say we're still bearish, because currently the RSI is yet to break above the 50 region, and the RSI is still trading above the resistance, the trend line resistance. So there's a probability of a rejection. If you get rejected, if the Bitcoin get rejected and breaks below this 28 to 29K region, then my expectation is going to be within this region, which is the magenta line I dropped here. That is between the 16, yeah, almost 16 is far, but it's possible. Yeah, let's say about around the, let me say 18K. Let me be fair, I say 18K. Yeah, this is based on technicals only anyway. It's based on technicals, okay, and some historical prediction. So if Bitcoin drops to around this region, no, okay, we still have, we have a potential support here. Yeah, there's support at 23 around this. There are two support here actually. We have one at yeah. Let me highlight that. We have one at, we have very close range. We have one at 23, around 25K. We have one at we have the second one at around 22K. We have one at around 25.6, yeah, 25,006 region. So these are the major support for Bitcoin right now. We have 23. If this breaks, then we are coming towards 25K region. If it breaks, if the 25K region breaks, which is actually doesn't is strong enough, we're coming towards the 23K region. And if that breaks, then we're coming towards the 20K region. Actually, I've been saying it for a while now that Bitcoin breaking down, like everybody's expecting it to go down. And if Bitcoin actually breaks down towards the 25K region, that's a buy signal for you. If you don't buy and you wait till you think it's going to keep going down, it might not actually keep going down. It's going to reverse. That is actually a bullish sign for you. And that would bring the RSI to the extreme. That is oversold. And it bringing RSI to the extreme right now actually makes that most of the bulls are going to be able to buy. And if you notice, a lot of bulls are actually buying at this region. Now, that's the first side of Bitcoin going bearish. Now, another scenario is Bitcoin not breaking the support, not breaking down the support and just getting rejected and going upward. Now, there's a possibility of that because actually I think that happened in 2017 where people actually expected Bitcoin to break down towards the 10K, to come back to 10K region, to come back to 10K region. I think this was 2017, yeah. 2017 when it broke here and like, oh, it's going to keep coming down. That was around this region. No, this 2017. No, this 2017, right? This was 2017 when Bitcoin broke around the 20, when it tested the 70, was it this region? Yeah, around this region when it broke up, it tested this. Yeah, it was here. When it broke above the 4K region, we were like, it's going to come back to 1K, it's going to come back to 1K. Yeah, it actually came close to it. We broke upward here. It got air, that was around the 5,000 region. Then it got rejected and keep breaking down. And before you know it, people are like, it's going to come down, it's going to come down. But it never did come down. And it got air and got rejected, right? And when it got air and got rejected, and if you look at what happened on the RSI was almost oversold. Like, check your RSI, oversold, bounce, oversold, bounce, overbought, there's potential bear, overbought, potential bearish signals, and people that were expecting Bitcoin to come to 1,000 region actually missed out. We have the same scenario around the 7,000, 8K region also. When this guy bring it up, people are like, oh, it's never going to come down again, and before you know it, it's never going to go up again. Before you know it, it touched 5K region and the support at 5K held, which was what we're having right now. And before you know it was at 20K. So that is why I'm saying it is possible for you to be bullish and bearish at the same time, which is one of the things I'm doing right now. So I'm quite bullish and bearish at the same time. So if it breaks out, fine, let's go with it. If it doesn't break out and get rejected, fine, we're with you. Nice, 32K. Right now we're actually trading at 32,155 right now, and which is cool, but we are yet to break above this trend line. We are yet to break out of this bearish trend line right now. So I would not say you should be bullish, fully bullish, but I will stay. If I'm going to buy right now, I'm saying it's going to be, I'm going to open an order around the 33K region for a short term, actually, just within 33K and 35K region. 33K close at 35 and get out of it, and place a stop loss below it around this because it's possible for us to have a breakout and retest, and boom. And it's possible for us to have a breakout. This is the scenario one, right? Then it's possible for us to have a breakout and rejection, get rejected and downward again. Okay, there's a possibility of this happening. That's scenario one. The scenario two, right? So there's a possibility of this happening. And scenario three can actually be, okay, we get breakout and consolidate and breakout continues like that. That's scenario three. So there's nothing like a perfect market. If you're expecting the market is going to go exactly the same this way, you're actually very, very, there's no certainty in the market. It's a game of probability, okay? And when you understand that, the best thing is actually for you to know how to use your tools and how to use them in trading. So having those scenarios in my head, I can easily predict, okay, if it's going up here, let's go with it. If it's going up, let's go with it. I don't care. Whichever direction it goes, we're going to be there and we're going to make a profit. So being sentimental and holding on and being stubborn and trying to hold on to this particular direction where it's going down, it's always going to go down. You're actually going to get trapped. And that is where the bear, if you feel it's going to keep going down, the bull trap can actually catch up on you, and the rejection. I think I dropped the comment on the Telegram channel stating that you should be aware. That was yesterday. I should be aware of the bear trap, a bull trap. So take out your profit if you're in shorting and wait for it to long. And if you take to those instructions that I dropped yesterday, you actually be in profit right now. Though I think I placed up some trades on Binance and it messed me up. In that my stop loss triggered but did not sell off, which is very, very bad. That's very annoying for Binance anyway. But I moved past it. It's actually a loss. Then I've been able to recuperate part of the fund I lost anyway. It's one of the things that happen in the market. Sometimes the tools your strategy would work, but your analysis will actually be right, but the tools you're using, basically on the exchange, or probably your order will not get filled or get triggered. Things like that happen sometimes, but not all the time. Anyway. Once in a while, it does happen. So you just need to be cautious and don't get too attached to the market. Don't get too attached to any coin. And it's not you don't need to trade all the coins, right? You don't need to trade all the coins. Just stick with the ones you understand and the ones you actually understand the chart. And basically the ones that have history, coins that have chart history, these are the ones you stick to. I hope you've been able to find value in today's session. If you have any question, please let me know. Please let me know. No comments, question. If you have any question, please drop it. If you don't, you can hit me up on WhatsApp or on Telegram. I'm going to respond to you. It's easy. I don't charge anybody to make an inquiry, but if you need probably asking questions that have to do with my strategies, use my trading strategy that are probably strategies, then I'll actually to pay. But every other thing aside that, inquiries, guidance, mentorship, they're more or less free. I give them free. So that's that about crypto, about Bitcoin. And as you know, Bitcoin is actually going to direct the whole market. So tomorrow, if you have any question, if you have any coin that you want me to analyze for you, please drop it in the comment section or drop it on the Telegram channel. Actually, that would be better. Drop it on Telegram or just comment on with me on Twitter as SYCrypt on Twitter. That's HESWAIK Crypt on Twitter. I'll respond to them. Okay. So thank you for joining. I believe you have find value in this session, and if you do, as a trader, please like. That's really gonna help me. That has a lot of things to do with my emotions, right? So when you like them, those are things that actually make me want to do more, and also probably even give out free stuff, right? So like and share with your friends and subscribe as well if you have not subscribed. Thank you all for joining, and do have an amazing evening. That's here from Nigeria. So good day. Bye.